YouTubers. Hi, it is your girl Jasmine Marie, and today I am coming with some table topics. So, table topic number one, actually the only table topic that I have for today, for right now. Table topic number one, I am coming to discuss my girl, Jeannie, my being preggers, okay? That's what this video is about to be about. That's what this video is about to be about. All right, anyway. So I just want to start by saying I am extremely happy for Jeannie, okay? Jeannie's on a daytime TV show called The Real that I watch. I initially started watching the show because Tamar was on the show, and I was a big fan of Tamar. And once I started watching the show, I loved the other girls as well. I specifically always liked Jeannie because I loved her energy, like her wildness, her craziness, just how fun she was. Her personality definitely matches my personality. I'm the one that, like, when I see somebody, I'm like, hey girl, you know, I'm just that type of person as well. So I've always gravitated towards Jeannie. So, you know, although I don't personally know Jeannie Mai or, you know, anything of that nature, when you watch a show, especially a daytime TV show, over the years, for so many years, you feel like you get to know people, whether you personally know them or not. You kind of see them go through their highs and some of their lows in life. Obviously, it's only what they can record in the allotted time for daytime TV. But I also follow Jeannie on Instagram. I've just been such a fan of hers. I'm a fan of the other ladies as well. I love Adrienne. I love Lonnie. I am ecstatic to have Garcelle on the show. And I've liked some of the other people who were on the show as well. It's just a lovely show, and what I like most about watching The Real daytime specifically is the fact that when I watch that show, I just feel like I'm sitting in my living room with a group of my girlfriends having conversation, okay? And I love that. It's just like my womanly time of the day. And when the show comes on, I'm actually at work, but I record it and I watch it when I get off, or like just in the evening when I have some alone time to myself. So I love that about the show. Girl chat is my favorite time of the day. I love girl chat. But yeah, so I want to talk about Jeannie Mai being pregnant and just how excited I am for her. Yeah, so let's get into it. All right. So yes, Jeannie Mai, she's pregnant by her husband, Jezzy, or Jay as she likes to call him. And obviously I've said it about 10 times now, I am so happy for her. I'm happy for them, and I'm happy for her because we got to a point a few years ago where we saw her, you know, at a low. She was going through a divorce. Prior to her divorce, she's always said that she didn't want kids, and I just think there's something to be said about people who say never, and then their never turns into look at me now, okay? So I am guilty of saying never too, and then, you know, every time I say never, I am definitely a person who will be like, well, never say never type of thing. So just in life, as we grow older, as we get to know ourselves better, we learn that, you know, never say never, because the things that sometimes you think you would never do, or the things that you never think you want, can always come into fruition, whether it's because you're just at a different place in your life, whether it's because you meet someone who maybe brings out the best side of you to make you want more. No matter what it is. So that's definitely a lesson that I'm learning as well. But I am super duper happy for Jeannie. And when I was watching yesterday's show, it was a lot to take in. And I took my son on a walk like shortly after. And I just was like I was so giddy and just excited for just another person bringing a child in the world. Specifically because I too, I've never said that I've never wanted kids, but I wanted kids later in life, initially. So when I was younger, I always thought that I would have kids like in my 30s. So like now, I'm about to be 32 years old. So this is about the age that I thought that I would initially have my kids. And I actually had my daughter, who's now 11. I had her when I was 20. So that was very young. And then after I had my daughter, it was just my daughter and I for so long that I was just happy with just us two. I was fine with living our lives. And I used to always be like, okay, I don't want any more kids. It's just going to be me and her. I'm going to send her off to college and then I'm going to, you know, do me. I was always happy with that in life. And I was fine meeting guys with children because I knew that I kind of didn't really want any more children. So, hey, you have your own, I have my own, and together we're good. Like, that was kind of always my theory. Two, because, you know, I kind of figured that I didn't really want any more children. So I didn't want to get into a situation where, like, a guy didn't have children and then maybe he wanted children and I didn't really want children. But I was never like, I never thought about it as like, no. Like, if I meet somebody who doesn't have children, I'm not having a child. You know, it was never that for me. But I was fine with my one, if you get what I'm saying. Anyway, me and my current boyfriend now, we actually have a 1-year-old together. So I too, again, like Jeannie, it's just a story. It's such a relatable story because sometimes you think that you don't want something and then you end up, it happens for you and you get excited and you're just ecstatic about it. So it's definitely a relatable story, and I'm just so happy that social media is accepting it. Like, I'm missing the word for it, but I feel like they are very receptive and they are accepting the situation. Like, the feedback is really good is what I'm trying to say. Like, when I was reading, I was on the Shade Room and I was like reading the comments. I didn't really see anything bad that was being said or anything. It just was all positivity, and I was so happy about that because initially when her and Jeezy first came out with their relationship, it was so much negativity spewed towards Jeannie, and I like knew. I wasn't on there trying to defend her because I'm not her lawyer, I'm not her publicist or anything like that, but I just knew. I was like, okay, these people obviously don't know who Jeannie is. Like, you know, I always felt their relationship was genuine, and I'm gonna learn to stop speaking on people relationships one day, but for the time being, I'm speaking on Jeannie's and Jeezy's. But the reason why I say these things also is because when they initially went on their first date, I remember her coming on The Real, which is the daytime show that she's on that I watch, and she discussed their first date and like how it went and how they ended up to be in the relationship. And on their first date, he told her at the end of the date, this is what she said, he said. She said, he said, they said, we said. So she said that he told her, if your notes match my notes, then I'm going to pursue you. And I was actually on the phone with my sister yesterday, and I repeated that, like the story, what she told us that he said to her. And I was like, if a guy told me that, that would have been the end of that. I was like, I think that was so manly of him, and just like, if I was 20, I could handle somebody saying something like that to me now. But in my 20s, I think if a guy told me that, that would have been the end of that. If my boyfriend now would have said to me, if your notes match my notes, then I'm going to pursue you, I would have been like, don't call me back. Don't call me, don't text me. I think you have to be in a certain place in your life to respect that comment. And you know, I don't know if he was joking. I think he was serious though. But you definitely have to be you have to be sure of yourself to say something like that. And as a woman, to be able to be like, okay, we gonna see. Because I don't know how, if a guy told me that, I don't know how receptive I would be to a comment like that. But so yeah, that was like really cute. And then just, I feel like also like their first Christmas, she explained about their first Christmas together and how she was so nervous about him getting her a gift, and they like agreed not to get anything. So then when he actually got her something, she was like, she didn't really want it. And when she opened it up, it was like these 9 books or 9 books. I don't remember what they were about, but they were about different topics. And she said that it was about the topics that she's passionate about. He went out and found books to match the topic, what is it called? The hobbies that she's interested in, or the topics, like she's really big on human trafficking and things of that nature. So he like got her one of those books, but it was like either 7 or 9 different books. But the way that she always spoke about their relationship from the beginning, I knew that they would make it to the altar. I didn't know about the kid thing. I probably thought that, you know, maybe she would not have kids. I didn't think it wasn't, it just wasn't for me to think. Or so I never thought about it. But I will always read the comments on social media on the Shade Room, and they would be like, she's gonna have his baby, she's gonna have his babies or whatever. But and then they would be like, she's trying too hard. And I used to always know, I'm like, they don't watch the show. That's just her personality. Like, that's her. She's not trying too hard. She's from the Bay. Like, that's just the music that she listens to. That's just how she is. That's just her personality. So, but I'm not one to argue with people on the internet. I'm not one to sit on the Shade Room going back and forth. I don't even comment on the Shade Room. If I want to comment, I have friends who I actually call and will be in our little group messages discussing what's going on in the world, or I'll call my sister and we'll have a whole discussion. So that's more of my outlet. My outlet is not sitting on the internet, you know, like arguing with people who I don't know, okay, about a person I don't know. So yeah, but all in all, I am just so happy for her. I am ecstatic. I really wish them the best. She's gonna be a great mom. It's so funny because a couple of days ago, I was like, Jeannie is like glowing. She looks so happy and just so pretty. And then we found out yesterday that she is it was official. She said it out of her mouth that she's pregnant. We saw the bump. It was just beautiful. I wish nothing but positivity towards them. God bless them. And yeah, that's it. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. If you have any commentary, if you have any questions, if you want to discuss this a little further, we can discuss it further. So drop some comments, drop some commentary, and we'll hash it out. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and bye.